Hello, welcome to the United Community Channel. My name is Jack. This is your match reaction. Manchester United lose 2-0 to Arsenal at the Emirates. And look, it's a disappointing result. But there are positives to take from the game. And we're going to try and focus on the positives as much as possible. Obviously, get your thoughts and comments into the live chat, guys. If you haven't done so already, do smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. It helps the channel out an awful lot. Do hit that like button. Get your comments in. Let me know your thoughts. We've got Chris in with us as always. The chairman, if I go and put the where are they? I can actually put the names on. I think I don't know where they are, so fuck it. Doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, Chris, what did you make of the game? I mean, look, disappointing result, but did you see any positives? You know, what's your thoughts on it?
No, I mean, we didn't play terribly. We just can't defend the new corner that Arsenal is this. I mean, the zonal marking, and we didn't change. Like, after they had a couple near misses, you figure someone's got to make a change or someone's got to stand out and stuff. I mean, we got to look at it, like I said earlier, just can't put the cart before the horse. We're still trying to find ourselves in a new system.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say we were threatening going forward a lot. I mean, we had a couple chances, but other than that, I mean, the positives are, I think we defended well in the run of play. I think that we limited Arsenal. Bukayo Saka was limited. I mean, I think it was a good performance. They capitalized on their 16 corners that they had or something like that. Like, it's.
Sorry for saying. Let me just put. I'm flicking on Twitter here as well while we're speaking. Let me put up probably the funniest picture I've seen. Where is it? Oh, I can't. Oh, wait, I know. I'm after download.
Uh-oh.
They're absolute set piece merchants. That's all they are. You know what I mean? Big Tony Pulis, long ball into the box.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, we have to do a better job defending it.
We do.
Yeah, and I mean, but other than that, in the run of play, I think we were right there. Now, can I say we should have been better going forward? Yes, but again, we're a work in progress.
Let's talk about the first half, Chris. I mean, I thought it was a lot positive. There was a lot more positives to take from the first half, maybe, than there was the second. I thought it was a very controlled performance by United. I think we looked very assured, comfortable on the ball and not getting too ahead of ourselves. A lot of people maybe were saying in the chat that, we needed to go for it a little bit more. But I thought it was, I think at the Emirates, if you go for it, all guns blazing, Arsenal catch you. I thought it was smart. What did you make of it?
I agree with you. I mean, do I want to go a little bit more forward? A little, yeah, but at the same time, I enjoyed watching us, and we closed guys down. We did what we needed to do, but we lacked that little flair at the end.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I didn't see a lot of Mason Mount, even though he was on the field. And and again, you got to remember, Bruno's playing in the 6 next to Ugarte instead of playing in the 10. And this is without Ahmad. I mean, Ahmad played 90 minutes on Sunday, so, he wasn't going to play 90 minutes today. So, I still think Ahmad had some chances when he came on in the second half, but in the first half, I thought Rasmus played well, held the ball up, did some things. I just think we lacked. And I know we want to stay positive, but Garnacho played well, I can't say that. He played good, not well.
Yeah,
because I think he would. I still think he's learning how to run off of, in that 10 position,
being the third man running.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, I think like I said, we're a work in progress, and we faced a team that's competing for the title. I mean, so
yeah, absolutely.
You got to take that in consideration. I mean, they're going to compete for the title, and I don't know what happened in the Liverpool-Newcastle game. Was it a draw, 3-3?
Yeah, absolutely. So they're back in it. You would have to say, you know what I mean?
I mean, they're a good team, and I mean, as much as I don't want to admit it, but they're a good, sound team and everything. So I mean, we held in there except for 2 corners.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark with the super chat says, was disappointed with Bruno's performance today. What did you make of Bruno? I don't know if that number 6 role suits him too much, Chris, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think it suits him, but I think just like we had to have Maguire in there, we have a little bit of lack of options in that number 6 role. Like, I think Casemiro would have done us in, because
Yeah.
But I think it's, the other problem I have is that, like, with Garnacho and Mount at the 210s, even if Bruno was feeding Rasmus, we weren't getting the secondary or third runs off of Rasmus like we were on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I think but we have to take it in stride. And like I said, he's trying people out at new positions and trying to see where we can play. And Amarin's been hard on that, saying, we're not a finished product. So
yeah, well, if we look at Bruno's heat map here, I mean, he is fairly controlled tonight. When you think about him, this is the position that he was playing in, So he is playing his position quite strict. He's, you know what I mean. He didn't venture too much, in fairness to him. But yeah, I mean, sometimes as well, though, I suppose, Chris, we just have to hold our hands up and say, Arsenal are a better side.
Yeah, I mean, and I hate to say that, but at the same time, like, we just saw Bruno's heat map. But that's where he's supposed to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if he's not there, you're going to leave Ugarte out to dry.
Yeah.
And so I can't say. I mean, I know we all want Bruno to work wonders and everything like that, but I mean, he was doing what he was supposed to do. I have to put a little bit more onus on Garnacho and Mount. They needed to do a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And look, I understand as well. I mean, these players are coming into a new system, and it's the first real, strong opposition we've played against in this new system. So it is going to take time, absolutely. Like, I mean, that kind of game against a Ten Hag side, I wasn't worried in the first half. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably the best compliment I can give Ruben Amorim so far, is in such a short period of time, he's got these players to change tactics and look comfortable for large periods within the structure that he's asking them to do.
Well, and that's the thing, and like he said in his press conferences, I require a lot of running.
Yeah.
And so your guys aren't going to be playing game after game after game, so you, just like any other team, you have to play games with some other players in the squad. Like, I wasn't happy with Malacia starting, because I don't think he offered anything going forward, as a wing back.
I agree with you on that. I thought defensively he was okay, though.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that, but you have Delo on one side that's more defensive, and then you have Malacia more defensive, so you're really holding, I don't want to say holding us back, but we're limited at that point going forward. So I think you kind of have to, at least roll the dice a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
And see what goes on. And Rasmus played all right. I mean, Xerxes didn't have when he came on. Again, it's hard to come in the second half and really make an impact, but.
Yeah, I think, look, I think 6 months down the line, or 4 or 5 months down the line, let's say in the reverse fixture at Old Trafford, I think we see a completely different performance by Man United. Maybe not as controlled and not as on the back foot. But let me get through some of the comments here and we'll see what people are saying. D says, Arsenal must be so dull to watch. They're piss poor in open play. Well, that's a good, and we mentioned it a few times. Outside of set pieces, they didn't really hurt us at all. You know what I mean? And that credit to United on that one. Mark says the sun will shine again in 4 games. You can see a style, you can see a shape. 2 set pieces is what got us. We will be back, and it will be sooner than you think. Fucking yes, come on, Mark. Love it. That kit is a jinx, says D. That's why I don't wear it. Oh,
it's the best kit that we got.
He also says we have an identity now that you can see. Not much any team can do against 11 men in defence. They're absolutely piss, and in open play we had them, but some of the time we need to just drill across. Decision making, I think that will come as well. Newby says, what Deadwood do United need to get rid of? look, I mean, there's a long way to doing that, but obviously it's the main ones we're talking about all the time. I think Maguire, there's a lot of people giving Delo stick lately. What did you make of him tonight, Chris?
Well, he played all right, but I mean, again, he's playing out of position. That's not his position. He's playing he was right wing back at that point. I mean, he's out of position, and to be honest with you, I think there's going to be some choices like in a couple of the things that you sent out, that if Madrid's really looking at purchasing Delo, maybe we need to let him go because maybe he doesn't fit the system, since Mazraoui is looking phenomenal.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't
agree. But
I
mean, I think the one thing we fell victim to Ten Hag ball a little bit, where we're, instead of serving crosses and doing things, we're playing a little too much side to side instead of going. You got to put the ball in the box.
Yeah, and I mean, regardless of whether it's a set piece or not, Arsenal put the ball in the box in danger areas, and it is effective. You know what I mean? Sometimes the old tricks are the best. You know what I mean?
No,
just get
absolutely.
the fucking ball in the box and get men in there to mix it up.
I mean, you look at the corners that they were playing. They're saying, okay, whoever's going to play the corner is playing in an in-swinger, and we're going to put it right at Onana, but we're going to have 6 guys in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate out-swinging crosses, so I do. Yeah.
But, I mean, you look at that and you say, our coach, English coach that we had, said, put it in the mixer and see what washes out. I mean, it's just... Yeah. And if you put it in the 6-yard box and you don't have a strong goalkeeper that's going to come out and punch,
you're
going to be trouble.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think we need to be better at, our guys need to be stronger, and, you got to read the cross and go get it.
Yeah. I agree, 100%. Yep, 100%. Desi is in. He says, transition from defence into midfield was decent. Final third, we hadn't got much to offer. Arsenal came out second half and went through the gears, and we couldn't match the energy and tempo. Yeah, it's pretty spot on from Desi, in fairness. Mark says, Bruno was poor. Amram was not happy with him towards the end either. Luke says, thought Maguire had somewhat good of a game. To be honest, De Ligt dodgy at times, not enough going forward. No support. Yeah, look, I thought Maguire was all right. Again, it frustrates me how slow he is to move the ball. But again, I mean, you're talking about De Ligt there. I mean, De Ligt heads that ball half a foot more to the right.
Yeah.
And we're in the lead. You know what I mean? And it's a brilliant save out of Raya. So, yeah.
But look at it again. De Ligt's playing out of position too. He's playing the right-sided center back because Maguire's playing in the center.
Absolutely.
Where, I mean, the previous, how many games De Ligt's been playing the center back?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, I mean, if we have our 3 center backs in De Ligt, Yoro played well when he came on.
He did play well, in fairness to him. Yeah.
And Martinez coming on, I think we're solid.
Yeah, absolutely. It's early days though, and I believe things are definitely changing on the pitch. D says we play every 2-3 days right now. Can't have some players every game. Absolutely. He needs his own players. I truly believe he needs his own players. Dante says 2 goals from set pieces isn't bad. Keep building and it'll be different result in Old Trafford. Rome was not built in a day. Remember, we're coming up from the dumps. Absolutely. Shane says Todd Onana was poor on both corners, stuck to his line. There's nothing you can do about that when you've got 6 of their opposition players in the 6-yard box and pretty much, 8 of ours. You can't come off your line. There's nothing you can do. There's too many bodies to go through.
The only thing you can do is try to go get it, and hopefully the referee calls a foul.
Exactly.
He's not letting the guy, and that's the only thing you can do. And then that leaves the net wide open.
Yeah, exactly. Robbie says, we lost, but definitely positives. We look like a coach team. Absolutely. That's the best way of putting it. With a plan for the first time in a long time. I thought the decision not to play Ahmad was the only fault of Amram. Yeah, and again, look, I mean, he's mentioned an awful lot, hasn't he, about, managing minutes for players as well. And, Ahmad is going from playing pretty much no minutes under Ten Hag. Are you going to play him 3 times in a week, especially when he's the type of player we don't want to get injured.
No, but the other thing is like Amarin came out and said that after the Sunday game, the guys that are playing 90 minutes are playing 60 to 90 minutes. They're not training on Monday.
Yeah.
And then they come back for a light day on Tuesday to be available on Wednesday. I mean, it's a lot in a short amount of time. And then we play again on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I mean, I can understand not playing Ahmad, but the Malacia thing. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
He's a sub, not a starter. So
yeah. Final point, Chris, I want to make is the substitutions. And basically the substitutions had next to no impact. Now again, look, I don't blame the manager for that. If we look at who they were and when they came on, obviously Malacia for Dalot, that was that half time.
Yeah,
that was half time. Mason Mount comes off for Rashford. Garnacho comes off for Xerxes. Maguire comes off for Yoro, and then Hyland comes off for Anthony. That last one was more of a let's just save Hyland for next weekend, I think, or on the weekend. Disappointing from Rashford and Xerxes coming on that, basically they couldn't affect the game at all. Is there an argument there? They're coming on after United are 1-0 down, or should they be doing more?
I mean, always they should be doing more, but I mean, I think that you look at how the run of play was going, and we had a hard time transitioning through from Bruno and Ugarte to to Xerxes, and then the runs off of them and everything. So I just think it's a difficult run of play, and then Arsenal's not Everton, so I mean they're a good team, so they're well coached and everything, and they're good. I mean, you're going up against Saliba as one of the best center backs in the game right now. So I just think it's a hard one, but I mean, I think we missed opportunities in the first half. I think Garnacho honestly needs to be. And I'm not saying he's terrible or anything like that. He needs to be quicker on his decision.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
either you got to be deliberate, and you're going to go at someone, but you can't just like touch, and then like, I don't know.
Yeah, tippy tappy.
Yeah,
I agree.
You got to go. I mean, there's a shot in the first half that he had the ball, and he's coming into the 18-yard box, and then he starts to slow down because he doesn't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
so
100%. Small things. It's not. It's not major surgery required.
No, but like Amarin said, I think it's a little. Everybody's thinking a little bit still. Like it's getting better, but
it's not coming natural to them at the moment. Yeah,
it's almost they don't want to do the wrong thing, but at the same time they don't want to do what it's natural to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're just fighting it, and like I said, not a finished article. So. But I like what I see.
Yeah.
So I just think, I forget who made the comment, but in the first half, we played more balls through Rasmus than he's had in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. And he was doing really well holding off defenders as well. I was impressed with him. There's patterns emerging, which I think is a good thing, and that can only be a good thing going forward. Right, I think we'll leave it there, Mr. Palanchak. Thanks for joining, as always, and I will speak to you. What day is today? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be live before the weekend. We won't be doing a watch-along on for the Nottingham Forest game because I've got... my own team. We have our Christmas party, so I'll be out. We're going to the dog track, so it should be a good night out.
So you're gonna be done on Sunday.
I'm gonna be done on Sunday. United are playing Saturday though, aren't they? 5:30.
Yeah, they are. We have 12:30 off, 5:30 for you.
Yeah, perfect. Anyway, look, I'll speak to you during the week. Thanks for coming on as always. All right,
no problem. See you, Jack.
Man. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching as well, guys. As always, do smash a like on the video. If you're watching back to this, get your comments in below in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the game. Disappointing result in the end, but as I say, there are positives to take from the game, and that's what we will try and focus on, and I'm sure that's what Ruben Amorim will try and focus on between now and the Nottingham Forest game on the weekend. We need to bounce back though, and we need to bounce back strong. Nottingham Forest is a big opportunity to put 3 points on the board because Man City are coming next week as well. So yeah, it's going to be a busy few days for United. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash a like in the video, subscribe if you're new. I'll chat to you over the weekend. Have a good one. Take it easy.